Hi, beautiful souls. So today we are in the woods. I just got out of my dentist appointment and I picked up what is this? Some hot matcha latte. I've never had it before. But I was like, I'm gonna try it. And it was interesting. At first, it tasted like grass to me. And like I kind of liked it, but then I was like, I don't know. But now that I'm sipping it more, it's like my taste buds are like adjusting. And I like it now. So I have discovered something new that I like. So yeah. But it's such a beautiful day today. It is so cold now. It is so cold. Like it was snowing over here where I'm at. Had to pull out the coat, It's that time now where we're gonna have to pull out the gloves and the hats and everything, It's actually funny because my car has my steering wheel heats up, but I forget that I have it all the time. Like I forget all the time. And I was like driving to my dentist appointment, and halfway through the drive, I was like, oh wait, my steering wheel heats up. My hands were so cold. And it was just like little things like that I'm just so grateful for, right? We have to be grateful for all the little things. And I've recently started kind of adjusting my days, right? Whereas like when I wake up, unfortunately, like I do, like when I wake up, the first thing that I do have to do is reach for my phone because my alarm's going off to get my kids ready for school. But, anywho, but I've been implementing not scrolling through my phone whatsoever. You know what I mean? So I get my kids ready. I'll eat something if I feel called to. If I had dreams, then I'll journal. I'll write those down. And then I meditate. And if it's a dream that I wanted to dive deeper into, then I'll kind of sit with it and try to dive deeper. Sometimes I try to go back to sleep just to see if I can tap back in, but that never happens. And then I just listen to some affirmations, but I also speak affirmations into myself. So that is something that you could have recently started implementing as well, or something that you should. You don't have to, but it really just sets the energy right for your day. It just kind of gets you in that higher vibration. And just makes you just more relaxed, right? Because a lot of times when people wake up, you wake up very anxious, really stressed out. I have to do this and this and this today. Or you're going through your phone, checking like updates on things or whatever that case is. And if you really step out of your body and self-analyze yourself and kind of just observe, you're like, okay, that's not good. That's not good for your nervous system. That's not good for your mental health. It's not good to rush, right? It's good to just take your time and just flow. And set your intention for the day. You know what I mean? Because if you don't set your intention for the day, then you're open to just get anything thrown at you. You got to be grounded. Especially right now that it's fall, it's getting colder outside. So if you can't tolerate the cold that much, then you might be limited to nature, right? And nature's so important for us to connect and kind of it's so healing, and it just, there's so many benefits, right? So that's why it's so important that you're implementing those things inside while you're home, meditating, showering, journaling, whatever it is that you enjoy to do, whatever it is at home. It doesn't have to be a spiritual practice, but as I'm saying that, I'm like, everything's a spiritual practice. It is. So just do whatever feels good to you, for you, to just keep you balanced throughout this season, right? And then as we're approaching winter, especially where you're living at, it snows. But like I've been saying in the previous videos, welcome, the changes, because nature also goes through a death and a rebirth, just like you, right? You went through a death and rebirth recently. You literally quantum leaped. And so your body is settling in these new energies, right? And you might be feeling anxious. You might be feeling a bit ungrounded, maybe getting in your head because your body is adjusting to these new energies, this new frequency. And so you're really being called to just sit with yourself, ground yourself, listen to uplifting videos, listen to affirmations, play high vibrational music. Music is so important, because it's frequency. It alters your state of mind, but also the cells in your body, right? So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and remain as grounded as you can. You can also, ask for assistance from your team, your spiritual team, to help you. A lot of you guys could be getting headaches, migraines, right? Feeling fatigued, feeling low energy. A lot of it has to do with the seasons. We flow with the seasons, but it's also an energetic shift because you literally shift to a whole new frequency. Your body, your energy just, it shifted to such a high frequency that your body, our bodies are dense, right? Your body and your molecules, everything has to adjust to that. So give your body time, be patient with yourself. Don't get in your head. Don't start the wheels. Don't allow the wheels to keep turning. Sit with yourself. Take time for yourself. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, if you're single, if you have kids, if you don't have kids. It's very important that you take time for yourself. And I don't want to hear, I don't have time, because a lot of us use that excuse, I don't have time. Remember, time doesn't work for you. Nope, hold on. You don't work for time. Time works for you. You make the time. Right? It's all about what you are, what's the word? What you prioritize, right? Thank you, Spirit. What you're prioritizing. So, a lot of times, we're really being called, especially in these seasons, because this is a season of rest. This is a season of hibernation, right? You're allowing your body to rest. A lot of you guys had such chaotic summers where you were just running around and doing a bunch of things that you didn't really have the time to kind of just breathe. And this is the time, right? This is the time now. But, if you have the time to just go through your phone, if you have the time to just sit down and watch TV, then you have the time to take care of yourself, right? Focus on yourself. Keep loving yourself. That's really coming in today. And remember, you don't have to be disconnected from nature. Like for example, me right now, I'm in my car, right? It's cold outside. And I'm just observing this beautiful stream of water that's just literally glittering, and the beautiful leaves, right? The yellows, the oranges, the greens. It's beautiful. So you can sit in your car if you want to connect with nature, even if it's too cold. You know what I'm saying? Don't make excuses. Prioritize yourself. But know that you are divinely protected, divinely guided, and you are not alone. You are loved, and you're not crazy. What you're experiencing is a huge shift. A lot of you guys are familiar with, the 3D earth and the 5D earth, right? And that's been happening for a while now. We're in the age of Aquarius, right? You're just seeing things with a clear lens. You're just seeing things clearly now. Before, right, the years prior, things were still kind of intertwined with each other, right? The 3D and the 5D was kind of intertwined. But you're seeing the difference in vibration is so noticeable now, and you can see it, right? It's clear as day when you see someone that's still trapped in the 3D matrix, and then you can clear as day see someone that is energetically in that 5D vibration, right? You can see it. So there is a sense of a misalignment with that, right? So you are being called to just continue to, connect with yourself. Don't try to force relationships, friendships, connections that are no longer in alignment with you. Allow the energy to flow in whichever way it's meant to flow in, right? Because that was a big thing that was coming in, is do not try to make it fit. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It's like, those little like baby toddler toys where there's like triangles, squares, circles, and then there's like the cutouts in like a little container, and you're supposed to match each one where it belongs. So do not try to grab a triangle and try to fit it into a circle. You can keep trying. You can keep trying to make it fit. It's not going to go in because it's not meant to. It's not meant to fit, right? So you're only going to do yourself a disservice, and you're only going to hurt yourself and frustrate yourself. Same thing with other people, right? If you are falling out of alignment with certain people, that is not a coincidence, right? You have literally shifted your vibration. And if they haven't, then of course you're not going to vibrate with one another. So you're gonna there's gonna be a disconnect. Allow it, right? Do not hold on to things or people that are no longer in your vibration, right? You have to let them be, and let them flow in the energies in which they are, perceiving the world and themselves as, and then you do the same, because you are now connecting and are going to be aligning with people in the vibration that you are flowing in, that you are sitting in. And that is beautiful, because that is what you've always wanted. This is so funny right now, because I literally have my notebook from all the things that I've been channeling and things that have been, I slammed that was so loud. This beautiful leaf just flew in front of me, and the sun is shining today. Like, do you guys see this? It's so beautiful. I get so giddy with the sun, like, oh. Take a deep breath, guys. Take a deep breath. Like, it was a cloudy day yesterday. Yesterday was so cloudy, right? And it was raining, but today, was it raining yesterday? No, it wasn't. That was a that was a day that I filmed the other video. Yesterday was snowing, and it was also cloudy. But today it's cold, but it's so beautiful, and it's the sun. It feels so good. It feels so good. What was I saying? Okay, yes. So I had things written on my notebook from all the things that I've been channeling, and all the messages, visions, everything that's been coming in. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it in this video, because in my last one, my beautiful Arcturian self came in and really wanted to give some messages to you guys, right? But look, like I said, I don't choose. Like, I'm not in control, and I don't want to be in control. I'm flowing. So look, things just started channeling through right now, and I was like, you know what, let me just turn my video on. Like, I'll revisit the notebook, but these are just things that are they're just coming in right now. So yeah, you guys are reconnecting, and you're going to be connecting with people who are in the same vibration as you are, people who get you, people who have the same life purpose as you. Those times of literally having to water yourself down, those times of not being entirely seen, those times of just feeling out of place, like an item, like a freaking, okay, you know how when sometimes you go, this is so weird, I don't know why this is being shown, but you know how sometimes you're like at the grocery store, any store in general, and you're going through the aisles, and someone just left like a cup of soda on a shelf, and it's like, well, that's not supposed to go there, right? It doesn't belong there, right? So like those times of you feeling like that cup of soda, that's so weird. Some of you guys could be drinking soda right now, or like drinking something. Those times are done. Those times are done, okay? Because we are all energetically connected. It doesn't matter if you're in the whole other side of the world. It doesn't matter if you're in another state. It doesn't matter if you're in another country. We are all energetically connected. And right now, all of you beautiful star seeds, okay, all of you earth angels are all coming together. We're all being, united to be with one another. This is the age of Aquarius, baby. So you guys have known this, right? We've known this, right? You've known this, but the time is now. It's finally happening, and you feel it. You feel that shift, okay? Like I was saying, like for a lot of you guys, it was just like that. It's just one day, boom, and you just like literally quantum leaped into a whole nother freaking reality. And your body as well is still trying to adjust to it. Your mind, your logical mind is like, hold up, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, so you guys are old souls. Okay, you guys are old souls. So you're trying to kind of like be like, okay, hold on, like what just happened? But you know that it was so divine. Okay, this is not just an individual thing, an isolated thing that's just happening to you. It's happening to thousands of us. Okay, it's happening to thousands of us. We have all, it's like a light just beamed down, right? And it's all like rising us up. Okay, you're not isolated. So this is what I'm saying. It's so important to connect with yourself, but also allow yourself to connect with others who are in the same vibration as you, the other earth angels, the other star seeds, because now is our time, baby. Now is our time. Right now is our time. This is a time that we've been waiting for. So yeah, don't be scared to look crazy. Don't be fucking scared to be judged, because first of all, everyone perceives the world from their own level of self, from the way that they perceive themselves, right? Because the world is just reflecting back to us. So you know that, right? You know that, but you're being called to, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like someone just like rip out of their shell. Like, it's just like, you just been in this shell, right? But you're just being like, you're ripping out of it now, right? And you're just like, okay, I'm here, right? It's like the time to be seen and heard, baby, is now. The time is now, not then, not. You get what I'm saying? The time is now. The time is now. This is what you came to do, right? This is what you came to do. And that's the thing. There's been so many support systems for all kinds of institutions, right? When it comes to school, when it comes to work, when it comes to religion, right? There's so many institutions designed to help these people kind of build a community and feel a sense of wholeness, in a sense, right? But our community, right? You earth angels, star seeds, it's shifting now, right? Because you're no longer in the 3D world. Okay? A lot of you guys are not even operating in 5D consciousness. A lot of you guys are above that, and you might not even realize it yourself. But because you see the world differently. That's because you're living in a whole different reality, right? A lot of you guys are above. A lot of you guys are, past 5D. A lot of you guys are not just in 5D. You know what I'm saying? But you're not in the 3D dimensional world anymore. And you haven't been. But that's what I'm saying. There's this aspect of all these beautiful earth angels, all these star seeds, all being united together. And it's like it's like a community, our own little community. It's not even little, but all around the world. It's like God calling up, and he's like, all right, it's time. So it's like, you feel that though. It's like you're being called to rise. You're being called to, step out of the dark corner of the room and be in the center with the light shining on you. And it's like, it's time, honey. It's time. Speak your truth, right? It's time. And what I'm hearing as well is that for a lot of you guys whom like people judged and people kind of talked down upon, or you were misunderstood, those people are seeing you now. They're also having that realization and awakening, because this is not just isolated to the earth angels, to the star seeds. It's a whole collective. It's the whole collective, right? They've also gotten the downloads and the realizations and just the awareness of, oh shit, like they're now starting to realize that this world is much deeper than the three-dimensional world in which they have been living in which they have been tied to. And now they're seeing like, oh shit, like, hold on, this person wasn't crazy. Look, you weren't crazy, right? Or wow, this person, like, they fucking knew what the fuck they were talking about. Oh wait, they were right, right? So a lot of those people who misjudged you, a lot of those people that misunderstood you, they're seeing it now. They're realizing it now. But that doesn't mean, oh, let them back into your life. That's not what it means. It's just called, you knew that though. You knew that at some point it was going to click for people, right? And what I'm saying is, even though they might consciously not say this to you, it may not express this to you, or even vocalize it themselves in general, it's a spark that has already been ignited in their consciousness. Whether they realize it or not, it's in their subconscious. It's in their consciousness, right? Everyone has that. But some people are just having that ignite to the point where they're becoming conscious of it, right? And that's what I'm saying. That's why God is calling up, and he's like, baby, it's time. It's time to shine. It's time to speak. It's time to come out of hiding. So if you are currently in hiding, come out. Come out. Like, the sun is shining, baby. Come get these light codes. Come get this beautiful vitamin D. Okay? Like, stop hiding. Stop hiding. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. You know what you came here to do. You know that. So keep going. Don't stop. Okay? I know that the world literally suffocated you, but now is the time to fucking let your heart beam on fucking everything. And I'm seeing like this image. Okay, this is such a weird image again. What is going on today, Spirit? Okay, I'm seeing this image of Godzilla, right? And you know when like he just like is shooting out, I don't even know what it is, but like that energy from his mouth when he's just like, rawr, right? You know? Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Like, you're just like, but it's like coming from your heart, right? But even your voice too. Maybe Spirit is telling you, use your voice. Use your voice. Don't be scared to talk about the things that you're so passionate about, that you know are true, that you know that the world needs to hear. Don't silence yourself. But now your heart is like beaming with energy, right? And it's like lasers. It's like, right? And it's literally just raising the vibration of everything. And that's what you came here to do. And you know that you came here to raise the vibration of the earth. And this is such a beautiful time right now, because we're literally seeing it unfold in front of our eyes. Isn't that magical? Right? Because I for a lot of you guys, you might have felt like out of place in the world. You felt like you didn't belong. A lot of you guys have tried to physically leave the earth. Like, I don't even want to say the word, but you know what I'm saying, you know? Like, a lot of you guys have tried to physically leave the world. A lot of you guys struggled with depression. A lot of you guys struggle with that. It wasn't that something was wrong with you. It's just that your soul was not given the home that is so deeply desired. And home, I mean the three-dimensional world. And now the world has shifted because you did that, honey. Obviously with the assistance of our spiritual team, right? But you did that, right? You did that. You've created the home in which is warm to you, which is comfortable. And if you don't really feel that entirely, because you may not be exactly where you want to be right now, where you reside, where you work, whatever it is, in your soul, vibrationally, you're home. You're home. And you're going to start seeing that reflect back to you. It's already been happening if you're paying attention to all the things that are happening, okay? Because you're seeing a lot of magical things happen. You're seeing a lot of things just come into alignment. But you're also going to see all your prayers, all your wishes, all your desires just manifest in front of you, right? And I got to make another video regarding manifestation, because, oh, that's so... I really want to dive into that. I really do, because there's a powerful message in that in itself. But you know what? Let me actually write that down so I don't forget. There's a powerful message within that, but I will make that in a separate video, because you know me, I be rambling. And look, I'm trying to keep these videos short. I really am. I really am. I'm not trying to have them be like close to 50 minutes long, but that's just the way it is. So I'm just flowing with it. Now, what was I saying? Okay, yes. So making a video regarding manifestation. I just fucked up that spelling really bad. I just fucked that up. It's funny, right? Because my writing, I in a previous video I talked about how like speech, you know, is slow, right? And when you're using language, it's like the vibration has to slow down in order for us to use words, right? As opposed to telepathy, which all of us are able to do it, and all of you know, many of us do it without even realizing we're doing it, right? Or so I would like to think that all of us are doing it. And that's the thing. There's also another message in that. A lot of you guys are so spiritually gifted, right? You are psychic, that you may sometimes feel like other people think the way you do and perceive things the way that you do. But then you're always, you know, you have that realization of, wait, hold on. No, they're not. And to you, it's like, what? And then that's when you're reminded, like, okay, wait, yeah, I am different. Like, wait, okay, I am different, right? Like, okay, that's not normal. Like, not everyone has that. And it's like, yes, I truly believe that's what Spirit is saying. Okay, Spirit is saying, yes, thank you, Spirit. Everyone does have the ability, the gift of telepathy. It's just that many people have been so disconnected from it, right? So some people came onto this earth with much more of a remembrance of it, right? So they're just more connected to it than others, right? But everyone has that ability, and we are shifting into a world where telepathy is going to be the main way of communication. Whoa, that just came in right now. That's deep. Wow, we're shifting into a world where telepathy is going to be the main way of communication. And I just heard, this is what the autistic children have been doing all along. And that could be a touchy subject for a lot of people. So I don't want to dive into that, because I have my own thoughts and opinions regarding that, regarding like autism. But all I will say is these, you know, like these autistic, not just children, but like people, you know, who are autistic, they are very gifted. They are extremely gifted, and they can perceive things that most people can't. They could, but they choose not to. And so they're labeled as being less than, or as having an inability to do things that any other human can do. And the thing is that our physical bodies are extremely limited, right? So those of you that do have that ability to see things beyond this dimension, you know that. And that's what I was saying, that a lot of children are drawn to you because they feel seen. They understand, and you understand that you are seeing each other's souls, right? Because children they're earth angels. Children are earth angels, right? And obviously, you know, in the system of the three-dimensional world, you went through the indoctrination, where a lot of those gifts were kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. When you tap into your inner child, that's where you can tap back into a lot of your gifts. Because I know me as a child, I used to see, when I was a child, I was seeing dead people. Okay, because I'm also a medium. When I was a child, I was seeing dead people, and it would freak me the fuck out. And the last time I remember like seeing a dead person was the last time in which I basically you can't shut off your gift, but I put it in a box. Like, I closed the box, I locked the door, and I locked it or whatever, and I put it away. I was young. I was really young, and I saw a dead, long story short, I was in the cemetery, you know, at night with my brother and my sister, and we were walking back home, and we were like living in the country at this time. I wasn't living there yet, but whatever, blah blah. To get back to our home, you know, there was a cemetery, there was a fire station, and then there was a cornfield, and then the home. And we had to cross through there to get back home. And on our way back, you know, and walking behind the fire station, there was a fire truck, and I literally saw a dead firefighter just sitting like on the truck. Like, there's certain points in the truck where you can like step on, like, you know what I'm talking about. I don't remember specifically if he was sitting or standing, but I saw a dead firefighter, and it freaked me the fuck out. I was so fucking scared, because I was like, did anyone else see that? And they're like, what are you talking about? No. And I'm like, and that was the beginning of me spiraling and me thinking like, okay, I'm fucking crazy. I'm seeing shit. And, you know, at that young age, I couldn't comprehend what I was seeing. I knew this person was dead. I knew I just saw a dead person, but I was just like, what the fuck? Like, and I remember in that point, I put that ability in like the back of my mind, kind of, I don't know. But when I started going through my spiritual awakening and everything, I started to welcome and embrace my gift of, you know, being able to connect and see others who have left this physical body, right? And it's been so beautiful because, you know, I've embraced it now. So a lot of you guys also could, you know, could connect with other souls who have left this physical body. So you're not living in that like fear. Like, most people are scared of ghosts. Most people are scared of that kind of thing. You're not. Quite in the contrary, you are contacted, you know, by souls. A lot of times, souls that kind of need you to just pass on a message, or honestly, sometimes they just want to be heard. Sometimes they just want to be heard. You know, sometimes they just want someone there for them to help them release an attachment to this physical world on this earth. But anywho, yeah, I don't know why I just ranted about that, but yeah, this message really is about embracing your gifts. Remain grounded. You quantum fucking leaped, and you are in a whole nother reality in which, honestly, you've never experienced this kind of energetic shift ever in this human life, right? In this current lifetime. So that is fucking powerful, and that's beautiful, and that is amazing. But remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to take time for yourself. Remember to remain grounded as much as you can. And, you know, keep going. You know, those times like that, the other versions of you, honey, they're gone. Like, they are gone. There's no revisiting them. Like, they're gone. It's like people are going to have to meet you all over again. Like you're unrecognizable. And a lot of people are seeing this. They can see the shift in you. They're like, okay, like, whoa, like this person's so different now. Like they can feel it, right? Your aura, like everything is just so different. So they know that you've leveled up. And some people may not like it. Some people will, just like, I don't know, like they would just be like, they would just connect with you even deeper. But whatever it is, let it flow. Don't resist it. Don't control it, right? Do not take things on as your own. Because like I said, a lot of you guys were like the black sheep, isolated, and a lot of you guys in the past, could have had people pleasing tendencies, because you felt so isolated and because you felt so alone. So, just because you may be getting a weird, offstandish, that kind of energy from someone, do not allow that to get in your head and then you be like, is this something I did? Is it something like, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? No, honey. Stop making everything about yourself in a negative way, okay? A lot of people it's just a difference in vibration. A lot of people, those that are not aligning in the same vibration as you, either they're going to feel inspired or they're going to feel intimidated. And intimidation can show up in so many different ways, whether it's jealousy, anger, like jealousy, anger. Yeah. Right? Or some others can feel inspired by you, right? And that's gonna show up as like excitement, as curiosity, as kindness. You know what I mean? So, but you understand that. So continue to listen to your intuition, because your senses are so heightened now. You're able to see things, like you're able to figure things out a lot, easier now. Everything is just is magnified, right? So don't take on anything as your own. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, if you did something to someone and they're giving you a reaction back, I mean, you know what I mean? But that's different. But you're just not that kind of person. You're not that kind of person that just goes around, starting shit with people. Like, you're the kind of person that literally is in your own little world, in your own lane. And you are the kind of person that just brings light and happiness and joy into everywhere that you go. You're the kind of person that is nice to everyone. The waiter, the drive-through worker, the freaking nurse, the doctor, the whomever. You're that kind of person. So I think that's why a lot of you guys are getting in your head, because you're so nice and you're so giving, that when this is your energy that you are just carrying around with you throughout your day, that if someone kind of reflects, gives you an energy of like, you're like, what the fuck? Like I said, it could have just been intimidation. Your energy is so powerful, so heightened, that a lot of people are intimidated by you. And if they are in a low vibrational place, it's going to come out in that way. You see what I'm saying? If they're coming at you in a way, that's because they're in a low vibration. And if anything, just send them love. You know what I'm saying? But don't take that and don't carry it as your own, because you guys are very empathic, right? But you guys have to learn the difference between observing and then observing and observing. Observing and observing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to take that energy on with you and then carry it throughout your day. It's like, okay, I see it. Okay, cool. You can send love if you want to, okay? And then let it be. Let it be, right? You're not going to carry it with you as yours, as your own, right? But you guys have learned that. So just keep reminding yourself to do that, right? Because every time that you level up and every time you raise your vibration like that, yes, it can irk a lot of people. It can intimidate a lot of people. It can, because a lot of the reason is that a lot of people that are not in the vibration as you are are going to see it as like, what the fuck? Like, why can't I, like it, like I said, it's really rooted in inspiration. Like, they're inspired. Like, a lot of people wish that they could be in the energy in which you are living in, right? In which you are, like that energy that you're just in. And since they're not, they kind of may look down on you for it. They may, like, judge you, or just, be jealous of it. But like I said, those are just not your people. And then that's it. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Those that are meant to be in your life and be in your reality are those people that that are not, that don't see your energy and your vibration as intimidation in a negative way, where, either they feel inspired to also, love themselves and be kind, and, like, and just elevate their lives and their minds and their consciousness, and, just be better people, not just for themselves, for others, but for the earth, right? Those are your people. Those are your people. And do not react. That's a big one that's coming in. Do not react, because then you're doing it. Everything's an energetic exchange, right? So do not react. If anyone is, trying to kind of instigate you, do not react. Do not give them the energy that they're looking for. Okay. Just send them love. But just, remember, since you are so sensitive to the energies, right? And each time you elevate your energy, it becomes more high end. Just remind yourself to keep cleansing energy from your aura, from your body, right? So that you're not carrying anything with yourself. Just keep doing your practices that you do, to keep your energy balanced, and to not just let any other energies kind of, get you out of alignment, which they won't, but you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of just, like, I don't know why they're showing me this, but, like, don't allow them to put dirt on your water. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep that energy flowing is what they're showing me. So you got to keep that energy flowing, so that the dirt doesn't build up at the top. So, keep that energy flowing so the dirt doesn't build up and build up and build up. Okay. So I love you guys. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, make sure to connect with yourselves. Make sure you're doing something that makes you feel good about yourself each and every day. And keep pouring into that. Set your intention for the day. Do more of what makes you happy, because what makes you happy is what you're meant to be doing. Okay? If it doesn't make you happy, let it go. It's that simple. And I'm hearing a lot of you guys say, well, then I'm not going to pay bills no more. I'm not going to do this anymore. And it's like, well, shit, then don't. Free will, right? Okay, look, I'm a very sarcastic person, so don't take everything that I say literally, okay? Don't start, like, doing things and then be like, well, Ellie said this or Ellie said that. All right, I'm a very sarcastic person. Like, I joke a lot. So, but I mean, shit, like I said, it's free will, right? This is a planet of free will. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But obviously you're a good person, so you're going to operate from a good heart space. You're not going to, like, go around and doing fucked up things, because that's just not who you are. But it is the age of Aquarius, so I wouldn't be surprised. The system has been dismantling and is continuing to dismantle, as you can see. But you know that, and you're, just continue to sit in your element, because a lot of people feel like they have to be in control and have to do things to kind of keep the government in order, but you know that you don't have to, and that's not, that everything is happening in an energetic, cosmic level, right? there's things that are happening that are beyond the perception of most people's ability to see, right? And to perceive and to know, right? But you know that, you see that, and so you're kind of just chilling, right? You're not allowing fear to get to you. But if you are feeling a sense of fear or kind of unground, like just feeling a bit of uncertainty, you know, be reminded that, you know, everything is working out the way that it's meant to. Everything that's going on is for the it's for the betterment of the earth, and for the betterment of the humans, of, you know what I mean? You know, not everything is as it seems, is what they're saying. Not everything is as it seems. So remember that. Not everything is as it seems, right? You know, but just keep focusing on yourself. You know, you created this beautiful, you know, you created this beautiful existence, this beautiful world in which you are, you know, is being reflected back to you, right? So you did that shit. You did that shit, you know, and continue to do what you're doing. Because I'm telling you, your team, your soul, you know, everything that is, like, they're so proud of you, and they're guiding you, and you know that there's a higher force helping you throughout your human experience, and you know that, you know, you're not alone, right? But like I said, we have each other, you know. That's why I make these videos. And then, like I said, this is fucking crazy that I'm still sitting here making these videos, like, but shit, like, I'm thankful for it, because like I said, it's something that I've felt I've always had to do. But you know, my higher self really just came in and was like, it's time, Ellie. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Even though I didn't wake up one day and I was like, all right, I'm gonna start making YouTube videos today. No. If it was like in my logical brain, I was like, I'm gonna postpone this like to whenever. I'll say that for another video. But basically what I'm saying, the time is now. You know, if energetically you're feeling called to do something, even if it feels like it's uncomfortable, but you know, like, you're feeling it, right? You're feeling called to do things, you know, what to create, to do things that you know you've been wanting to do, or you've been called to do that. You are fully supported in that. You're fully guided in that. And this is what you're meant to be doing. You're not going to fail at anything that is meant for you, right? And if you think it's failing or it has failed, that's because of your own perception of it, and we put our own meaning behind certain words and the way that we perceive things, right? But like Spirit just said, not everything is as it seems, right? Because a lot of times you may think that something's not working out or it's crashing down, but in reality, it's working in your favor to really best ground you and plant you and sprout you and grow you in the way that is most natural to your soul and your life purpose and what you're being like you're meant to be doing here, in the path of least resistance, right? Because a lot of times when you're trying to be in control, you're taking the path of most resistance, right? So a lot of times if you're doing that and you're not listening, Spirit will start crashing shit down, because they're like, hold up, what are you doing? Like, you're literally like, you're making shit a lot worse and harder than it needs to be, right? So it's like a tower moment. It's a rearranging of things to get you on the path that you're naturally supposed to be on. And that's when you'll notice that everything is flowing so easily, so smoothly. And it's just like, wow, I don't really have to do much. It's all just coming to me. It's all just like clicking. It's all aligning. And that's the beauty of when you take your mind and put it in the back seat, and you let your soul take the driver's seat. You see what I'm saying? You're letting your soul take the driver's seat. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. But yes, I love you guys. It's such a beautiful day. Make sure that you get some sun if you can. And shit, my matcha's probably cold now. Am I even saying that right? I don't even know. It literally smells like grass. Which is funny, because I was vegan for like many years, and I'm currently vegetarian. But I know a lot of times, like, you know how people say, like, oh, you, like, what do they call it? Like, you're a bunny or something like that. I don't fucking know. It's like, yeah, fuck, I guess I am a fucking bunny. Look at me drinking grass. Okay, and what, right? I'm hearing a lot of you guys say, and what? Like, yeah, and what? Like, yeah, and what? And what? Like, a lot of you guys are on this I don't give a fuck energy anymore. Like, you guys really stepped into your fucking power. Like, you guys are fucking unstoppable. That's also what's pissing off a lot of people, is they're like, what the fuck? Nothing breaks this person. Like, a lot of people really tried their hardest to fucking break you, to bring you down to where they are. And you just kept elevating because you're just, honey. Yeah, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Okay, nothing can stop you. Go ahead and do a little happy dance. Yup. You did that shit. I love you guys, and yeah, we'll talk again.